All right. So, I haven't streamed in so long that I have no idea what I'm doing. Yes, absolutely zero idea. I guess I should be streaming more often. I do want to, and I actually almost did it on my phone, which maybe that's easier. I'm not sure. Gonna refresh my YouTube and see. So in case I am live, I got my whole new studio set up here, and it just seems so difficult to find the right setup. Actually, it's all trial and error. It's not difficult. But sometimes you just gotta wing it. Wing it. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea if I'm live or not. But I'm here. I said I'm gonna be here at 1 o'clock, and then I got like delayed. So I am late, but I'm here. And I wanted to just do like a little check-in and some updates on where we taking this channel. It's time to update and evolve into something different. I have my pink star thing there, which I have not set up, but so I might delete this after, because this is all just like a test. You know what I'm saying, guys? But it's okay, because so here's the thing that I want to get into. I keep wasting time. I don't know if I'm live or not. However, I wanted to just come on, and I said yesterday that I'm going to do it, and I didn't, because I was getting busy, and I figured days during the week might be a bit more difficult for people to kind of connect and work stuff. But I want to do it to hold myself accountable. And I know that accountability is a big thing for most of us, right? Like it's my eye makeup looks so funny. Accountability is so important for me. I know for many other people who just feel like, man, I want to do all these things, but then other stuff comes up and I don't do it. And it's easy. It's easy to do because we are always busy. We have so much going on, most of us, and many interests, but priorities. And I think setting priorities is important. And when you have someone to hold you accountable, that's amazing. But if you don't, then you have to be your own cheerleader. You have to be your own champ and your own motivator. And then it all comes down to, why am I doing that, right? Like, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why is it important to me? And that in itself will help to kind of hold yourself accountable. So that's kind of my challenge at the moment, and I might actually start helping others do that. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. As far as reactions go, so I did like a bunch of new reactions. I'm going to continue doing more. Most of them are your requests, and some of them are just like self-indulgent kind of things, like falling in reverse. Can't help it, but freaking love falling in reverse. So I love doing their reactions, reactions to their music videos and their songs and live performances. I mean, Ronnie is when I saw him, he was just freaking amazing. So Yash. Let me see on my phone. Here it is. I can see myself. I am there. Okay, I am live. It's weird. Like, I have not gone live in so long. So I want to make it a habit, though. So that's the other thing. Accountability, right? Holding yourself accountable. And I want to come on here to kind of nurture our community, holding myself accountable, and also help whatever way I can help to, like, just make this a better experience and to make you want to come back for more always. Type in the chat. Let me see if I can see a chat here somewhere. Man, I feel like a newbie. I'm like, oh, Andrew, what's up? If you are still here, hi. Yeah, it's funny. I was gonna go on live at 1, and then I had a few more things to do, and I'm like, 5 minutes and I'll be, and then I look at the time, it's like, holy shit, it's like 1:30. How'd that happen? But the other thing is that for me personally, and maybe you can relate to that, is that I'm so tired of beating myself up for things that are actually not that important. And when I say not that important, meaning that, who's going to die if I don't go on live, right? Who's going to get hurt if I'm not here? Nobody. It's not that life threatening. However, again, it comes down to ourselves. Like, what do we hold ourselves accountable for? What do we want to do? And how are we stopping ourselves from doing that? So that's my big challenge and my big mission, I would say, for 2025. And I already mentioned it before, but I also do every year I set myself a goal, and usually like a theme, and this year's theme is abundance. So I want to just create abundance. And what does abundance mean, right? It's not just money, it's in general just gratitude, being grateful and allowing more good things into my life, more travels, more teaching. I want to start teaching again. A lot of new reactions for sure. And just allowing, especially health, like a lot of people have their priorities a little bit messed up. When you want to, obviously everybody wants to have money. Money is good. Money is, people say money doesn't buy happiness. That is very true. But money also enables us to do a lot more, right? We can travel more. We can also give more. The more I have, the more I can give, the more I can help. And, we live in a time where, man, a lot of people need a lot of help. And at the same time, when we think about just creating wealth and wanting more, I think of the people in California, man, that just, lost everything. And that's crazy. That's crazy to think, what would I do? What would I grab if suddenly my home is on fire and I'm being told I gotta go, and then 10 minutes later, half an hour later, my home's gone. All the memories, everything is gone. Everything you've had. That is probably one of the most challenging things somebody could go through in life. And that also made me think, when I left LA, I want to do a little story time. When I left LA in 2021, it was still the pandemic and everything was closed, and I was just like, I need to move on. Like, I've always been like a gypsy who wants to go do new things, explore new things, and I get very uncomfortable being comfortable when things feel like, it's the same routine, it's the same thing, it's the same people, same place. Nothing wrong with that. My mom embraces that very much, and she's been living in the same town her entire life. For me personally, it freaks me out. It makes me extremely anxious, actually. I'm like, oh my God, this can't be it. This can't be it. That's the gypsy in me. But, when I left LA, I threw so much out. I was like, all right, doesn't fit in my car. Whatever doesn't fit in my car has to go. I either sell it, give it away. I gave most of my stuff away. And the reason why I did that is I found a lot of stuff in LA. I'd go on walks and I'd find like speakers stands, like just the law of attraction, when you focus on something, a lot of times it just shows up. So I was thinking, man, I really need some speaker stands. And I took Bolt for a walk, and there happened to be 2 speaker stands and a cart, like, a shopping cart. And I was like, no fucking way, no fucking way. So I put those speaker stands in the shopping cart and took them home. And I was laughing at myself thinking, wow, who have I become? But then again, who am I not to say thank you, universe? I asked for it and you provided, right? The universe is very abundant. But when I look back now, I gave so much away. I threw so much away. I threw a lot of my own CDs away. I still have a couple of boxes, I think, at a friend's house, but of, I don't know, maybe some CDs that I said, I can't let go of them. But that made me think, I let go of so much stuff. And videos of my dad and my mom, of Otto's daughter. When we first started out, we would film our shows all the time, and all that. I threw all that out because I was just in that mode where I was like, fuck it, it's just stuff. So when the LA fires happened and I saw so many people losing everything, and I thought about, me letting go of everything voluntarily, the people didn't ask for that. And it's a horrible thing. And my heart goes out to everyone who lost, their belongings, their family members, their pets. Hopefully all the pets are safe. God, so terrifying. But, it made me really realize that, yeah, things are just things, right? We hold on to so many things. And why? Is it because it is fulfilling? Is it because we're holding on to a piece of what no longer is and remind ourselves what it was like? Is it healthy? Is it it's productive? Like when I let go of everything and I took everything that I really needed, which is my studio, my computers, I think I even got rid of some photos. I don't even know. But you really think about, what do I actually really need, and what is just sitting on the shelf that I don't even look at. Sometimes we think we need certain things, hold on to things, that is holding on to those things, maybe holding us back, right? Because we're still holding on to something that is no longer there, because the most important things are within you. The most important memories, the most beautiful moments. Yes, it's great to look at a picture. And it's actually, we live in a time now, thankfully, where we can upload a lot of stuff, on a cloud or whatever, and store it there. But the most beautiful memories are really in our hearts, right? In our minds, that I remember certain things that no matter what happens, it will always be with me. And so, yeah, that was a big moment where I was really questioning everything. And I believe in a minimalistic lifestyle. I do the RV life in the summer usually. When I say usually, I started at the end of 2023. And then last year, all year we lived in our RV and traveled around a little bit. I want to do more of that. But I love that. And it's always that when we pick a certain lifestyle, it's always, why am I doing that? Why is a minimalistic lifestyle to me? I like it because the less I have, and I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about shit, stuff. I don't know if you experience that. I know I have a very large male audience, but for women, a lot of times, we have a closet full of just clothes. And I open my closet, or I used to open my closet, and then I'm like, I have nothing to wear. And I'm looking around, I'm thinking, what do you mean you have nothing to wear? The closet is full. What is this? When and where am I going to wear this? And if I don't, why am I holding on to it? Because it's cool, it looks cool. Really? Because everything takes up space, right? Physical space and mental space. So I think that journaling for me has become such a huge part, because I don't want to hold on to things and here that don't have the capacity. I don't have the room for it. It's like a computer. When you have, too much stuff on your computer runs slow. The CPU runs slower because you're running out of memory and space. And so I think I totally translate that to our being as mental being and physical being, because physically, the more shit you have, for me personally, I'm a little OCD. I need space and I need clean. Like even right now, my desk is a little messy. I'm good though. But, and then in my head, I like journaling, because when I write it all out, I don't have to think about it anymore, or thoughts come up, because our subconscious always thinks, like our mind is always going 100 miles an hour, right? And by putting things on paper, and I think that's why music is so cathartic and so healing, because it allows us to let these thoughts translate into our feelings and release the stress, release the pain, embrace the joy. And joy can be, listening to the heaviest, freaking most evil song ever. Like that can still be a release, which then in return turns into joy, right? So yeah, it's very interesting, the world we live in. And I also think that, man, like as far as things and minimalistic lifestyle, I also feel if I don't have a lot, it's easier for me to move around, because I don't have to worry about packing up all my stuff. And the RV life is cool, because I love when my boyfriend carries the RV, and then I'm behind him, usually like making sure everything is cool. And then I drive and I look at my RV and I'm thinking, my entire house is right there. All my shit is in there. And the cool thing is I didn't have to pack any suitcases. Everything I own is in there. Most of what I own, some of that stuff is actually in a studio, in storage. And even that, I try to, every time I go in there, I'm like, okay, what else can I get rid of? What else can I get rid of? And it's hard, because I think we are just wired to want stuff. If I go into a store, I love TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Ross. Ross is really cool. Those are all, stores that have a variety of whatever and at a really good price. But then you look at all the stuff and you walk in there and most women, men maybe not so much, but women, and you just think like, I want this, I need this, I want that. And it's so tempting, because it's right there in front of us. And we are so conditioned to think that we need more clothes, we need more whatever it may be, more schnick schnack all over the place, right? When we really don't. Hello, if I could spell your name, pronounce your name, Dimash. Hello, my Dimash friend, fan. Aloha, Miss Jacqueline. I have been watching you for a long time. First chance to catch you live. Oh, hi. Hi, Willie. Hi, Willie Miller. Hi, Manuel. Alex. Winterson, Alex, and Kathy. What's up? Yeah, so I'm just rambling. I'm I want to do this weekly. And we can pick topics, or just talk about life. And we're also going to be doing that in Patreon, where we're actually going to be seeing each other like via Zoom, which is even cooler. But yeah, so glad you guys showed up. This is just, you know what it is? It's kind of a little scary to me, and I have no idea why. I really don't know why, but I just want to come on here, say hi, and kind of catch up with you guys and tell you a little bit about what I'm up to, what I've been up to. I've been doing a lot of soul searching, actually, and figuring out my other business besides the reaction channel. I know I have a lot to give to the world, and I want to create something that is helping people, that is enlightening and inspiring, because the world as it is at the moment, we are again so freaking divided, and we are so in distress with everything that's going on, this. And I don't know if it is also because everything is so transparent these days. Were there a lot of like weird plane crashes happening before the internet was like a big thing, before everybody could just stream and show footage of whatever's going on? Probably, you know? I mean, it's not new that things happen, that there's just like a lot of bad people out there. And at the same time, there's also a lot of beautiful people out there. I like watching videos where people save dogs and, rescue, just like people helping other people. There's a lot of good in this world. And the media, obviously, it's their job to report what's going on, but they love, obviously, even on YouTube, when you are completely honest with yourself. I know I am. When I see a headline that says, most catastrophic, chaotic, blah, 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 or, Trump this, Biden that, blah, 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 drama, 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 Selena Gomez, breakdown, ha, 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 funny. And you want to click on it because we are drawn to drama. We love drama. Drama is interesting to us, right? It's exciting to us. But so is good stuff. So is positive stuff. So is like puppies playing, having fun. That's so exciting to watch. Or like a story where somebody healed themselves, somebody overcame something super difficult, or they healed themselves from a very bad disease. My mom did, and I know, Kathy, you are going through that. So it's we need more positivity, because positivity triumphs everything else. Love triumphs everything else. And it's funny, everything we want to focus on is available for us. If I want to focus on drama and bad stuff and division and hatred, I'll find it. It's so easy to find. If I want to find positive, happy, great stuff, it's right there too. So we are in control of what we're choosing. And that's just a powerful thing that most people think they don't have access to. And when I go, for example, on Facebook, on my timeline, a lot of my musician friends are, very opinionated when it comes to politics, and very upset about what's everything and Trump. And I'm just thinking, who cares? Who really cares? Because yes, I do care, in a sense, as far as being aware of things, but to the point, letting it affect me to the point where I'm so angry and I hate on you because you don't agree with me, you don't see the way I see things. That is just such a self-harming, I don't know, like activity that is just very non-productive, because it's like, I'm telling you, look at this cool Milka, how it says Milka, big and fat, right? And you say, no, it doesn't. I'm like, yes, it does. You don't see that? You can't see it. It's like huge. And the cow isn't, that's a cow. And you say, no, I don't see any of that. What are you talking about? I just see fine print, whatever it says, calories, facts. Yes, you're right. Because you didn't see it the way I saw it. You saw the back of it. You saw this, right? And I saw that. So we keep fighting over something, saying that, no, you're lying, you're wrong. Well, maybe we're both right. We just have a different perspective. We have a different view of what we are seeing. And it might not be 100% on what I'm saying when it comes to politics and stuff like that. But I'm saying that people, I wish, and I'm hoping for people to be more tolerant with one another's opinions about politics, about anything in general, but also to not let things get to you, because at the end of the day, it affects you, not Donald Trump, not the person that you hated on, because you are now in distress. You are feeling angry. Your heart rate is up. So you are hurting yourself. The only person you're harming is you. No matter how, same as trolls, like people that just troll on the internet nonstop, right? They have nothing better to do than like leave negative comments and hate on people. Ronnie is like one of those targets, right? People just love hating on Ronnie Radke for some reason. And I'm like, you've got nothing better to do. Just go check out Avenged Sevenfold or like another band that you really enjoy. Why you have to hate on him? If you don't like him, ignore him. But people don't do that. They just come back because they're like, oh, I hate you so much. I have to see what you're up to now. This is such a freaking crazy psychology that humans do. If you think about it, it's hilarious. So yeah, I just wanted to like, um, and it's funny. I talk to my mom about politics a lot because part of me is really as a child. That's the last story I'm going to tell you. As a child, I really liked politics. When I went to school and I was about, I don't know, 7 years old, 8 years old. I don't know. I was pretty young. And probably like 8 or 9 years old because I started school when I was 7. So they had a program where you just like, you can ask questions and you can be a bit more like active and just research politics. So I did. I for what I knew as a kid. Now I said, all right, how come we can't? I love politics and I just wanted things to be good. I wanted peace everywhere and I wanted everyone to get along. And I'm like, why can't that? Why is this so difficult? Why, at that age, I didn't understand that there's so much more to the world, but it's about the power, the greed, how war makes a lot of money and all that kind of stuff. I didn't know any of that. I just knew that something ain't right. But then I asked the question, I said, I'm just wondering if we are such a great country and we are so democratic and we are, I grew up in a socialist country. And I said, our goal was to be completely communist. And I said, why can't we travel to certain countries? Like, I don't understand that. And I was shut down. People were like, you're asking too many questions. Don't ask those kind of questions. And that's when I got really turned off about politics, because I was like, wait, if I am not allowed to ask any questions, then how can we find solutions? How can we even have a conversation about things that, that people are probably pondering about? And so that was the eye-opening thing as a kid. And so now looking back, when I am every day, for like 30 minutes or so, I do watch Russell Brand. I watch a bunch of channels, Candace Owens sometimes. I just like inform myself. And then I tell my mom, and my mom always laughs because she's like, man, you should be a politician now. Like, no, I'm not. But I like it because I do stand for freedom, and I do stand for, freedom of speech. And also I want everyone to be happy. Because it's our birthright. We came to this earth not to fight, not to argue, not to, point out our differences and shame each other for it, rather than embracing them, saying, oh, that's interesting that you feel that way. Or, getting to the root of it. Why do you feel that way? Why is it so important to you? And I think that's why I also am more helping animals, because I feel they are helpless to begin with, as far as they can't go and make themselves dinner or rescue themselves if they are out, got abandoned by their owners. That is something I have actually control over and I can contribute to. So I think finding that purpose helps a lot to find something that if something bothers you, I feel that you should really go and take action. If you just say, oh, Trump sucks, or this sucks, or blah, 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 this sucks, this is, you suck. What does it do? That's just so stupid. Or you argue, you have some evidence, of facts. That's good. That's good. Now use those facts, use that opinion, use that strong feeling you have, that mission you're on to do good in the world, do something good, And I think if people could see that, then it would be such a lighter energy all around us, because a heavy energy, like a very angry energy, chaotic energy, creates more chaotic energy. So we need a lot of light workers to like diffuse that and spread positivity. So that's kind of the mission I'm on. But then also, we all came to this earth with a mission, with a purpose, and how many people really follow their life's mission, their life's work, versus working for someone else, and not having the opportunity or the chance to really express themselves, but also contribute. Those are the things currently going on in my head, and how I can myself contribute to that, you know. And I think one of the things as an artist is always that we have the power to spread positivity and light, and even if it doesn't matter what style of music it is, right? Music is relief, and music is healing. Music is life. So let me just see what you're writing. Your positive vibes do really help me. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes. Same support your subscribers. You're a beautiful person. Thank you so much, Alex. Winter Sun Alex. Yeah, my mom and my dad raised me right. And, you know, I was also a rebel. I kind of, you know, I was stubborn if I wanted to do something. Like when I escaped East Germany, my dad was like, you're not going. I'm like, I am. I have to do this. And we were crying like crazy. And I just knew that I had to do that. I did not know at the time if I ever going to see my parents again. But I knew that that was my opportunity to go. And that's the other thing, right? When you have something within you where you know, I got to do this. And a lot of times we are not looking out for ourselves first. We maybe stay behind because of our parents, of somebody else that we feel responsible. We have to look out for them. When in reality, you know, when you help yourself, you help everybody else around you. And Winter Sun, I got to tell you, it is so great that you're with your mom, because I was with my mom when she had her cancer. And Bolt came with us as well. So it was the craziest thing, because I told my mom for a couple of years, you know, I had told her that I'm going to come and I want to stay for like a few months, you know, I'm going to bring my dog, so it's worth coming out. And she was kind of laughing, like she's like, oh my God, you are, you know. I'm like, no, don't worry, I'm not going to be staying with you the entire time. I'll probably like visit friends, and you know. And then she ended up being sick, but I already had bought the ticket. So everything was already planned out. And when I'm telling you to follow your intuition, this was the proof of how powerful your intuition is. So I flew out. I had planned to stay for 3 months. Maybe a month before my trip, my mom found out she had cancer. And she found out she has to get surgery immediately, and the surgery was a few days before I flew out. So that was all crazy, right? And then I'm bringing my dog, and my mom is not doing good, but she's okay. And I'm there, and that was the most beautiful blessing ever in the world, that I could be there with her, for her. And my uncle had I probably told the story before, but I'm going to tell it again anyway. My uncle had an apartment, and the apartment was like 10 minutes away from the hospital. So I was staying in that town while my mom was in a hospital at my uncle's apartment with Bolt. And then I could go and hang out with my mom every day. And I'd visit her at the hospital every day for like 2-3 times. And then we'd play cards at night and, you know, just like do stuff. She couldn't eat, she couldn't drink, she couldn't talk. It was horrible. She had like a track in her throat. She had throat cancer, and she couldn't, so it was really bad. But then the pandemic hits, right? And it was the craziest thing, because while I was there in Germany, I was like, oh my God, my mom, I need to get her back to health. My whole life I had plans, you know, after the 3 months visiting my mom, I was going to go back and do music. And I was like, my whole life is on hold. And it's okay, because it's my mom. And I would do this anytime over again. But when the pandemic hit, I couldn't go anywhere. You know, we couldn't even go anywhere. So I couldn't leave, even if I wanted to. And again, what a blessing that I had my dog with me. I would have lost my shit without my dog for 7 months. So I stayed for 7 months in Germany, you know. And that was, I mean, I could have not timed any of that any better than I did. And it was all my intuition. It was the right time, the right place. So always, always trust your intuition. And I think that women are better with their intuition than men, because men like to think more, like they they act more from their logic, from their brain. Women, we kind of go with our feeling a lot of times. So that's why it's good when you have a powerful woman in your life, whether it's your mother, your sister, your cousin, whatever. Like, women are very intuitive, and it's great to learn from them. And I love learning from men where, letting shit go. Women, we hold on to shit. Like, we have a discussion, or something bothers us. First, we don't talk about it, and then we're going to blow up. When it's just becoming too much, it's like, the water is boiling and you just, while men are great at just letting it go, and they just forget about it, So I think it's such a great combination, men and women. We are really so different, but we really complement each other, because when it's the right relationship, doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. The right relationship between a man and a woman is perfect, and that's why I have so many male friends as well, because we help each other balance each other out, right? And we all have male and female energy within us, but men don't always like to express their female energy, their sensitive side, and I think women do more so than men, maybe, like they're, I got this. And at the same time, I love being a woman. I love being someone opening the door for me. Please, yes, thank you. Carrying the bags for me. Yes, I can do that. I can carry my own bag. But if you want to carry my bag, I'll let you carry my bag. Or you want to put a nail in the wall? Yes, I can do all that stuff. But if I have a man, yes, do it for me. Why not, Winter Sun YouTube fan community. You know what, Winter Sun Alex, like, send me the info for the Winter Sun community. I want to see where they are. What's really funny too is that I use Cubase for recording. I'm like all over the place. I'm using Cubase for recording, and I just logged on to my program the other day, and when you log into Cubase, it's like a recording program. It's like Pro Tools or Logic. There's like so many different tools for recording programs. DAW is what they're called. But I opened it up, and then when you first open it up, you always see like the news, what new products they have, what updates they have, and guess what? Winter Sun was there, like, not Winter Sun, Yuri, like he was featured. He's using Cubase, which I didn't even know, so that was kind of cool. I was like, what? That is so funny. I should screenshotted it. Like, maybe it's still there, I'm not sure, but that was cool. Yeah, send me the info for the community. I'd like to link up with that community. Analyzing, yes, they have a whole new album out, right? As the suggestion for Winter Sun, Way of the Fire, made with artwork from the Winter Sun Time 2 package. Okay, from Matt. Good luck. Okay, I will. And you know what? I will say it again. Like, so I am actually a Cancer. And I hate that word so much. I don't hate the word. I don't like that word, Cancer. Because, Cancer. And I'm like, why am I a Cancer? I want to be the good Cancer. I always like to think of, and I told my mom that all the time when she would say, oh, my illness. And I said, Mom, I want you to change your language to, I'm healing. I am healing. I am healing. I am healed. I am healthy. Because I think, again, words, right? What we say, we manifest. What we focus on, we expand on. And if I keep saying that word, then I feel like I keep re-inviting it. And I don't know. That's just me. Like, certain words, just like, don't say it. That's one of the few words. Like, yeah. But we are capable of healing ourselves, and you being there with your mom is definitely great. I feel a lot of people in this world and I feel horrible for, when the whole pandemic BS was going on and people could not. And now look, right? It was all, people were conspiracy theorists and all that kind of stuff. When now the truth is all coming out, and how horrible that some people didn't even have anyone to be there with them while they were going through whatever they were going through in the hospitals, That is just so sad. So having someone with you is just so powerful and healing in and of itself. That's so amazing. That's super amazing and great. The reactions from now on for a while, we're going to be only 2 a week, Wednesdays and Fridays. I plan on doing some cover songs. I'm slowly making a list, and I want to do only songs that I really love, that resonate with me. What else? I would love to spice this up. I'm going to start my podcast again, but I might do the podcast on my other channel, Her Gypsy Rebel Soul. So you may want to join me there, where I'll be doing, less music stuff and more just like self-development, like, self-help kind of healing stuff. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna log off, but I wanted to just say hi and overcome my own fear of going live and talking nonsense, and maybe make some sense of nonsense. Some sense of nonsense. It is super cold here, by the way, today in Michigan. I'm like, oh my God. But the sun is out, so I'm a nature girl. I want to run outside later and just go for a nice walk in the crisp air. But guys, I love you so freaking much. And I want to thank you for being here. I know there's so much content out there, and I know there's so many options. You could go anywhere, to watch like a really cool, interesting kind of video and footage and content. And I mean, for me, I love YouTube so much for so many reasons, like, where I learn more about YouTube, where I learn more about AI tools, music, anything you want. YouTube is there, for us to just like go and learn and explore, and it's all free. And I think we take all these things sometimes for granted. Think about that, how amazing this tool is. So super grateful for that. When I think about that, I will be back. I don't know. I think I'm gonna, if you guys feel that Saturdays works well, I haven't decided yet exactly on what day, and I want to get definitely more themes, maybe even like the podcast, do some live stuff, and or I don't even know how it would be like to invite a guest, like via OBS. I'd have to do it via Zoom. I'm not sure. But, maybe select some topics. The one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to do live reactions for music, because a lot of times you get blocked. Unless I know for sure that those artists are totally clear and I wouldn't have an issue with it. It's just too much. And then you could get a strike again. I mean, I've fought all my strikes so far. But still, why poke the shark? But yeah, thank you for watching. And again, thank you for being here. Any suggestions, recommendations, it's always welcome. And if there's anything I can help you with, or you would like me to talk more about, definitely do so. I actually, like, part of me wants to kind of do the music like news as well. Like, there's always so much going on. But, I don't know if I want to get into like drama stuff. Like, I like watching it, but I don't know if I want to create stuff like that. But like I said, I'm open to any suggestions and recommendations, and we will figure out what day works best. Let me know in the comments, like, if weekends are better, and or like maybe like a Wednesday evening. At first I was thinking Wednesday evenings or Friday evenings. But we'll figure it out, trial and error. I want you to do the same thing, because that's what I'm learning. I'm actually taking a little business course. It's so much more than a business course. It's a self-development course, like about just finding my true purpose again, and, getting back into who I really am, what my mission on this planet is, and all that kind of stuff. But like, one of the things is to just get messy and just do it. Because I'm like, I gotta go live. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know. And no one's gonna be there. Who cares? Nobody cares. And if you if you develop that attitude, it's just so much more fun to just do things. Maybe we'll just call it the JVB show, talking crap. You just feed me stuff. You feed me words, and then I'll just like go off on it, like my own opinion. I don't know. All right. Yes. Please leave some suggestions. Yes. Winter Sun Alex, like, you are so awesome. You're always there. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. Yes, you will leave suggestions for Winter Sun in the comments, and wishing Jari, Timu, Yuka, and Kai with your reaction as they sometimes you do. The way I just read it made no sense. It's okay. I love you, Winter Sun and Kathy. And everyone else who is here still. I appreciate you guys. Willie, if you're still here, aloha. And the other name I can't pronounce it. I wish I could. And Andrew, if you are still here. But yeah, I will let me know. The most important thing, what day is good. Or maybe I'll just randomly come on, and then like if you see me, just pop in. And I might delete this. I am not sure if I'm gonna leave this on or not, because it's so much rambling. But just doing it for the act of, just for doing it. That's all that matters. Oh, hi Triangle. Oh, from Indonesia. What's up? Yay. I love my Indonesian friends. We gotta do more reactions with Indonesian artists. Dimas, Yash. That's oh God, Alip. We haven't done Alip in a long time. There's so much good music. Like, yes. And I'm using OBS now because I had a totally different system going on before. So, but I'm getting comfortable doing OBS now. So, how are you, Triangle? I like triangles. Good energy. Number 3. Interview. Yes, I do want to interview artists. Absolutely. I'm making a list as we speak. Not as we speak right now, but I'm making a list of artists that I want to interview and talk about the process, and just getting to know them more. I think podcasts, like, I don't want to get too structured. I like the free-flowing kind of conversations where just things come out, and like, you get to know the actual person, because you know the artist, right? But sometimes you don't know exactly, like, hey, what do you like to eat for breakfast? And speaking of, what do you guys like to eat for breakfast? Like, I eat the same breakfast pretty much every day. I eat 2 eggs over easy, toast, and salad. And on my toast, I usually have either avocados or hummus. I am, for the most part, vegetarian. I actually started eating meat again a little bit here and there. So who am I saying I'm a vegetarian? I was a vegan. I was a vegetarian. Then I was a pescatarian, meaning I just ate fish. And now I once in a while I have like a steak. Very, very rarely, but I do. And I'm not even sure why. My boyfriend eats meat, so sometimes, at home in Germany, everybody eats meat. All my friends, all my family members. But for the longest time, I did not, and so I started doing it a little bit here and there. But I might go back to being fully vegetarian. I'm not sure yet. But again, I'm gonna stop beating myself up. And if you do the same thing, stop. Like, stop beating yourself up. If you missed your workout, if you didn't do what you were supposed to do, as long as you get yourself back on track, as long as you're aware of it, it's okay. Because I used to beat myself up so much. I'm like, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. And, well, if I didn't do what I set out to do, maybe it's not really what I want to do to begin with. Or am I avoiding it, right? Am I avoiding doing my taxes, which I actually haven't done my taxes. But asking ourselves those kind of questions is very important to figure out who we are and who we want to be. Because for me as an artist, I think sometimes we get a little bit, we're putting ourselves in a little box where we're like, this is who we are and this is who we have to be. When in reality, you don't have to be anything but you. your true, full, authentic self. And when you are being your authentic self, then you create this momentum where you just do the inspired action. And inspired action is the action that feels good and is actually super productive, right? Because then we just really do what lights us up, what brings us joy and happiness. Oh, your English is bad. That's okay. You know, my I can speak Indonesian. I want to learn though. Oh, please subscribe. Yes, please. It's fine, you know. We all have. I want to learn how to speak French, Italian. I love Italian, and in Hindu. I love Hindu so much because I love Kundalini yoga. I love that. There's a whole other thing that's going on right now with Kundalini yoga. But can you cook German food? And is he German? No, my boyfriend is not German. He's a Michiganer. I do cook German food, but I am not the biggest fan of it. Like I love my favorite food. Oh God, do I have a favorite food? I love sushi. I love Thai food. I love Italian food. German food, what do I cook that's actually really German? Well, does boiling eggs count? I'm kidding. I do like making German potato salad. That's my mom is the queen of potato salad, and mine is still different than hers, but hers is freaking amazing. I told her, I'm like, you could probably make millions with your potato salad. Everybody's always like, can you make some? Bring it to the party. That's probably as German as my cooking goes. I do sometimes. No, I don't do a lot of like traditional German cooking because I feel German cooking, honestly, the vegetables are completely overcooked and too salty. And there's a lot of meat involved, a lot of fried stuff, like, like steaks and like schnitzel. Sometimes I do make the sausage. The Bavarian sausage is really good. And I love German beer. I love Hefeweizen beer. So that's totally didn't answer that question in that sense. But yeah, potato salad and Bratwurst. That's the extent to my German cooking. Other than that, German food is actually not my favorite food. All right, guys. Well, it's been a pleasure to check in with you guys. And like I said, when we are doing the Patreon, we're probably going to do like some Zoom calls where we actually can see each other and talk to one another. This is always kind of funny because maybe that's why I feel uncomfortable with this live streaming thing, because it's like, it's just me talking, but you guys can still write. So this is kind of awesome. But leave some comments with some suggestions on topics and also what would be a good day and time. That's the thing. Someone from Indonesia. I don't know, what time is it in Indonesia? I can probably look it up on my phone. But, trying to find a time that works for a lot of people from all over the place. I know in Germany right now it's 8:30, almost 8:30. So, yeah, we'll figure it out though. We'll figure it out, and I will be back, and maybe I'll give you guys a card of the day. I've been doing that on TikTok. Hold on. Like, should we do a tarot card? Or I'm just going to do the Brian Froud cards. Not the Brian Froud cards, the Esther and Jerry Hicks cards, the Law of Attraction cards. I'm going to leave you with that for the weekend. Yeah, that's your weekend card. Let's see what comes out. Those are like affirmation cards for positivity. All right. My inner being guides me through my emotions. Oh, I like that. Look at that. It's like emotions, right? Like zigging and zagging, zigzag. While you are indeed a wondrous physical creator, you exist simultaneously in another dimension. I still believe that, yes. There's part of you, your inner being, that exists in this physical body, and your guiding emotions, and your guiding emotions are your physical indication of your relationship with your inner being. You are indeed a wondrous physical creator. You exist simultaneously in another dimension. There's part of you, your inner being, that exists in this physical body, and your guiding emotions are your physical indication of your relationship with your inner being. Very true. I love this. So, follow your inner being. And I love this whole like being in a different dimension. I always wonder about that. I'm like, there's a part of me, there's a version of me somewhere that has everything I want. How do I meet up with her? Something to ponder about, right? Okay, one more question and then we're gonna end it. Yes. Oh, thank you, Triangle. Dima Sanapati is so good. Yes, Idani, yes. You mentioned you're doing covers. You have an update if you're doing the Winter Sun Time cover yet? Oh yeah, in Texas it's 1 p.m. Yes, you guys are only... Okay. I have not yet. I'm making a list, and I'm gonna probably start with a few songs that are really like resonating with me. And then I'm gonna do like a few requests that you guys, Winter Sun Alex, you're always so active, how can I say no to you? You know what I'm saying? So I might have to do that one. Yes. And when I heard the girl do it, it was really cool. Sometimes you have to Yeah. Smiling Marine Shark, what's up? The only thing, yes, I would love to do some live reactions. I just would have to make sure that those songs are not gonna get us thrown off the live, because I've done it before, and then it's like, we got like copyright strikes. But I know there's several artists that are not, they're not so stingy about that. But there's certain bands, even like, oh my God, what was the last reaction I did? Both of them I have to appeal again so that I can maybe monetize or at least share. Manuel, I get that from my mother, Kathy. Yeah, I mean, in the comments, let me know what artists you have in mind for live streaming, and we could totally do that. Oh, sorry, I'm not serious about this. Hi, sometimes you have the live reaction, not one, but 2 more, 3 songs. Okay. I'm like, what am I reading? I'm reading it all wrong. You know what's weird too on the phone? Like, you always have these emojis here. Like, I have to turn it the other way so I can actually read it. So stupid. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you so much for being here. Could be doing so many other things right now, and you will be, and I hope you have an amazing, fantastic rest of your weekend. The next few reactions will be on Wednesday and Friday. And just to give you a warning, I don't know if you know Ryan Upchurch, and if you know Adam Calhoun. They're both like country rappers, and they had this whole thing going on, dissing one another, and I had to do a reaction to it because I like Ryan Upchurch. He's so freaking talented. And he's such a character. So there will be, those reactions will be coming up, and I did both of them. I did 2 reactions, but 2 songs and 1 reactions, like one from Adam and then the response from Ryan, and vice versa. That was so entertaining to me, so I had to just do it. But then there's also what else is coming up? I don't even know what else I did. I have to edit a few more, and then there's more requests coming in. I always do batch recording, so on Sunday I'm going to record more reactions, which is tomorrow. So I'll do like usually like 6 to 8 if I'm really in the mood and in the flow. I'm doing 10. But yeah, like, leave your comments and your recommendations, and then I'll do that tomorrow. I have a long list, but since you've been here, I gonna prioritize your requests because you showed up. And you know what? It doesn't matter because not everybody has the time to always show up when there's something going on. So that's totally fine also. Guys, I love you so much. I will see you very soon. We're going to do this again next week. I'm just going to go live. Maybe just like random or announce it beforehand and do some fun shit and interesting topics. And just to stay in touch with you guys. But I love you. And I will see you next time. Take care. And adieu. Goodbye. Tschüss. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Oh, I see the chat in here. Oh my God. Guys, I just realized like when I do OBS, I can see the chat up here now. I didn't know that. See, I'm learning. Now I know. So funny. Alrighty. I'll see you next time, guys. Much love.